Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And after a long day on a Monday, you know what I'm saying? I am here to check out IVE's latest release of Rebel Heart, the official MV for an all. Now, this is the pre-release. That's something to note because fellow dies, if you are familiar with the channel and myself, I've been keeping close attention to IVE's discography and each and every single era because the music quality continues to be there and IVE truly knows how to throw on a performance. I think pretty much all of us can agree to that. But what I've noticed in terms of the fine details is that they always have a pre-release or a title track that ends up being super meaningful, maybe experimental, maybe rambunctious. They do it all. IVE always takes the extra mile, and I'm really curious how Rebel Heart is gonna play towards their concept and this brand new era of empathy. So if you guys haven't seen my reaction to the trailer yet for Empathy, be sure to do so right after this. But hey, let me bring up the MV for Rebel Heart, pop my IEMs in. Let's go. Oh, Yujin. Wow, that POV to the front of the car. Ooh, the passion. That's what I'm noticing here right away, and I love it. Just gonna be me. Very punchy instrumentation. Love the riff work. Oh, Wanyang. You can love me, hate me. The imagery. The visual work. Wow. This is very anthemic, and I'm all for it. Okay, before we get into Ray and her verse 2, that's probably gonna be really good, I've got to admit, Rebel Heart is so straight to the point with the message. I mean, it's all about empowerment. It's all about bringing out your true inner rebel from your heart, right? Because all of us are special in each of our own ways. And matter of fact, this really talks and shouts about, I should say, individuality, right? Everyone's one of a kind, and I feel like Rebel Heart is talking about rebellion, right? Against the norms. Especially against the norms, you think about like modern day and age of like living to someone's expectations instead of like living for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can love me, you can hate me, you could perceive me in all these ways, but I'm gonna keep doing me. That's what I'm getting here. Oh my goodness, the message. I love it. Wow, bring it back here. And showing these like individuals throughout, they could run their mouth. Oh, EXO. What a verse 2. Oh, hold up. Hate me. Wow. Very anthemic. This is an anthem of a song. Rebels in our heart. That is so catchy though. Like, the hooks in the song are really catchy and memorable. Rebels in our heart. Ooh. Love the snare drum work. Very playful here. In our heart. What is this bridge? I want to understand your moment now. Oh my. This is so beautiful. What a special track, honestly. Rebel Heart, as it climaxes and it progresses and progresses and hits the climax in this song and builds up to that peak moment, right? Which gives this like level of vulnerability. It just touches your heart. It just tugs the right heartstrings. I mean, look at me. I got a little bit of tears of joy from this. But if anything, wow, the true successor to I Am, that brilliant era, right? Or the sister to I Am. I think most of us who know that song through and through and know IVE, how they carry themselves in that song, could probably relate to my statements today in regards to that, right? But it's got that combination, a little bit of I Am, a little bit of off the record, right? Because the message, I mean, I love how it builds up into this moment of level of maturity too, if you think about it. Like, if Rebel Heart like released earlier, it would work, right? But the fact that they've released Rebel Heart after those certain eras prior to this, it works, right? This level of extra maturity, but also this empowering message as we grow up in life throughout the society of expectations from others, right? It could be, you know, your close ones. It could be society as a whole. Usually it is society as a whole, meeting the standard, exceeding the standard. It doesn't matter. When in school, outside of school, in work, there are always standards and expectations. But this matter of importance of individuality, self-love, and, you know, gaining this courage to rebel, to speak out, to go a certain pathway that's not your the typical pathway that's expected, to go on your journey and to live life. I think, you know, this is not just for people like outside, you know, of high school. It's for everyone. It's the young children out there. It's the teenagers. It's everyone in society, right? Give it a shot and go for it, right? That's what I'm getting here. So wow, the Love Me Hate Me, that was the most impactful, one of the most impactful lines, I gotta say, in the song. And then along the lines, you'll never be me. I mean, that is like that. I feel like that is really hard for a good amount of us to really shout out. But when you're listening to this song, you're shouting out with IVE, you're shouting out with the members, right? Love me, hate me, you do whatever, right? But you'll never be me, because I'm one of a kind. I am myself. I am. See the connections there? I don't know. That's like I don't even think that's a coincidence at that point, right? So I say that because like IVE's releases have been very detail oriented and well considered, and I can expect it, sure, but yet again they blow me out of the water for this one in terms of the quality and taking the extra mile with the lyricism and production. Oh my goodness. And I feel like this not only is empowering to us all, right, in this cold, dark world, but I feel like it's IVE themselves, right? At the same time, you could perceive this as IVE themselves as well. The longest time, a hate train on IVE. There's still a hate train. you know, on the members as well, catching strays. And it's like they gotta deal with this, they gotta deal with the idol life and all that stuff. I mean, come on, give them a break. Seriously, they're humans too. So I love this rebellious feel in the right kind of way, right? Doing it for ourselves. And then that join together moment was huge that I'm gonna touch upon more. So let me bring it up here yet again and briefly go through it and talk about the lines that really hit me hard deep down inside. Now, right away, I love this like constant chug in the instrumentation, right, with Yejin, and she's very passionate in her moves, right? And I love this. It's just very powerful, bold, but I would say passionate. That's what I initially said when I first checked this out the first go around. Gonna pour my heart out. Is it me, or I really love this era and in this particular song. Same with EXO, she had beautiful moments in the song. Hate me. Oh, the duality. And then these lines too, all about that resilience too of oneself, right? And what was clever there, man, it's been a while since I've checked out a music video and a song that goes this far with individuality. I mean, the last time I've seen so much diversity and individuality was by Luna, of course, right? At least by a girl group, right? I can't remember last time I checked that out in terms of a boy group doing something like this. I'm pretty sure I did in the hundreds of releases that I've checked out over time or so. But man, I love whoever directed this music video, right? Props to them and people being involved in this music video. Rebels in our heart. You're lacking something, you're a bit overwhelming. I don't care, anyone can run their mouth. Oh my goodness. Love Gao in verse 2 here. Just do it. The imagery is just so huge though. You know, I feel like it like from the subway, right? The school fit and all, right? The journey, like how the way that you laid the lyrics out in this one scene to have like, you know, the transit here, and then you have this burning of a playground zone in front of a school setting here. Oh my goodness. So cohesive. The imagery and the visual work. Hey me. And it really goes back to what I was saying about like no matter, you know, how young, how old you are. This is huge. This is huge about individuality and speaking out and being rebellious for your own good. Not to like purposely go against the grain, right? But to do it for your own good, right? Do it for yourself, right? Okay, and then as we progress here. In our heart. Love the distortion of the bass there where they break it down, but then boom. Hit us with the bridge. Now this is an additional layer to the whole onion here, if you think about it, right? Because like this one scene, EXO is fighting her own battles, right? Everyone in this world is fighting their own battles. But the matter of fact is, we always have someone to lean upon, and we have each other to console each other and help each other out, because we're in the same boat at the end of the day, right? Trying to meet expectations, trying to go through any emotional turmoil. Wow. Wow. The layering here is phenomenal, and the blending of the instrumentations, the mixing and mastering. Hard. What a beautiful scene here with the feathers and all. And I feel like this unleashes, like, it opens, you know, up for the idea, for us all, right? Because there is a rebel in some corner, piece of our heart to, you know, wanna do something different, right? But especially to just go against the naysayers, go against the expectations, and the things that are limiting us from, you know, expanding horizons, right? Finding means of success, doing what we want to do, being our true selves. Like, why do you have to be someone in a frame for someone else? You know what I'm trying to say here? But let me know your thoughts about Rebel Heart by IVE. I thought this was a phenomenal release by IVE themselves, truly a masterpiece. And I believe it's more than the 3-minute mark, and it's not less than 3 minutes, so blessed for that. But take care as always. Be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and helps out the channel so much. This has been Garrison, and peace.